Happy birthday, darling.
Oh, darling, thank you, thank you. Oh, look, isn't that nice? Card from the Slingsbys.
Oh.
Yes. They've got my age wrong.
Upwards or downwards?
Upwards.
Funny.
Yes, well, doesn't matter.
Many happy returns, Dad.
Oh, thank you, Robert. I say. What's this, then?
It's your present.
Wow. Well, what can it be?
Open it up and see.
Right you are. Surprise, surprise. Bit heavy, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, I'll do it. In situ, as it stands. Good Lord.
Do you like it?
Love it. What is it?
It's a desk lamp.
Oh, yes, I know it's a desk lamp, because it's got a bulb in it. But I mean, it's a very sort of ornate desk lamp, isn't it?
I made it in metalwork.
You didn't.
For you, I started 3 years ago.
Oh, Robert. Well, what does it do? I mean, you know, apart from being a desk lamp. I mean, for instance, what are all these bits here, eh?
It's a bird.
Oh, yes, indeed, yes, a bird, yes.
An eagle.
Eagle, of course it is. Smashing.
It was going to be a Sunderland flying boat. Somebody came and talked to me while I was welding, and it sort of melted in places.
Oh, what a shame.
So I changed it a bit. I took the machine guns off the front and put a beak on. Things like that.
Yes, it's smashing. Look, darling, Robert's given me a desk lamp.
Yes, I know. Isn't he clever?
Oh, he's tremendously clever.
He made it all himself.
Yes, I know. He told me so.
It's for you to use.
Oh, yes, and don't think I'm not going to use it. My goodness me, here. Yes, I'll put it on my little desk upstairs.
At work.
Sorry?
In your office.
Ah.
Robert made it for your office.
Yeah, I know he did, darling, but it's such a waste, isn't it? I mean, you see, I spend so much more time here than I do at the office.
But that's what he made it for.
Yes, well, in that case, I'll...
Exactly.
Exactly, yes, right you are, Robert.
It's a sort of status symbol.
Yes, I'm sure it will be, yes.
Where's your present, Mum?
Oh, I'm furious. Should have come on Monday. I telephoned them. They said it would be here yesterday. Nothing, of course.
Oh. Oh, so I'm not going to get my present now, then? Oh, still doesn't matter. I expect it'll come later on this morning.
Yeah, when you've gone.
Yeah, oh, it doesn't matter, darling. It doesn't matter. I mean, I can look forward to it all day long, can't I?
Oh, I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, no, darling, don't be silly. No, it wasn't your fault. Oh, it's not your fault that my present isn't here on time, is it? So it doesn't matter. I've always got Roberts to keep me going. Good morning, Alice.
Good morning, Mr. Thornfield.
It's a lovely morning, Alice.
Yes.
A plant?
Happy birthday, Mr. Thornfield.
Oh, Alice. Oh, no, really, Alice, you shouldn't.
Well, it's nothing much.
No, but it's charming. Listen, Alice, how did you know it was my birthday?
Mr. Walker told me.
Oh, how did Mr. Walker know?
Is it a secret?
No, of course it's not. No. Come in.
May I intrude, Mr. Thornfield?
Yes, come in, Mr. Blundell.
It's rather a grave matter. My members came to me and we convened a meeting. A motion was passed, and I said I'd bring the matter to your notice.
You did say it was a grave matter.
You understand that I'm speaking for the whole of the membership?
Yes, all right, Mr. Blundell.
It's something we all feel very strongly about.
Mr. Blundell, I do think I've got the message. Oh, Lord.
Many happy returns of the day, Mr. Thornfield.
What?
We had a quick whip round. This is a small token of our appreciation.
Oh, no, I can't.
No,
well, I will,
no,
all right. Thank you very much.
You played ball with us, so we're playing ball with you.
Oh, well, Mr. Blundell, I really don't know what to say. Well, do thank everyone concerned, please, on my behalf, will you?
I shall report back. Never fear.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, I don't know, really. I don't know what's come over everybody today.
Well, it is a special birthday.
Yes, it is. Is it? Listen, Alice, did Mr. Granville, Walker, did he actually say that I, you know...
Yes. 45.
Oh, how did he know that?
Probably been going through your personal file.
Oh, that's charming, isn't it? That really is charming. Good Lord.
Oh, how nice.
Smashing, isn't it? Except I don't smoke a pipe.
Oh, I think you look lovely with a pipe, Mr. Thornfield.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Good Lord.
Oh, it's lovely, Mr. Thornfield.
This is a joke, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Yes, it is meant to be nasty, isn't it?
No, not at all.
Oh, all right, well, I'm sorry. It was an unworthy thought. I'm sorry, Alice.
What's in the box, Mr. Thornfield?
Ah, no, Alice, that really is a present. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum-da-da-dee. Stand by to move the box, Alice. Move the box, Alice. That's it.
Did you drop it?
No, Alice, I didn't drop it. It was designed that way.
Oh, it tells the phases of the moon and things.
No, Alice, it's a desk lamp. It's in the shape of an eagle.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's African, is it?
No. My son actually made it, Robert.
Oh, it's super.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Edwin.
Oh, well. Thank you very much indeed, Granville. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you came in, because I wanted to talk to you about this business of my personal file.
What on earth is that?
Oh, that's a desk lamp. Oh, yes, that reminds me. I wonder if you'd ask one of your electricians to come up and put a lead on it and a plug, please, hmm?
Tell the phases of the moon or something.
It's an eagle. I'd have thought that was obvious.
It can't be. It's got a door in it.
Where's it? Where's the door? Oh, well, it's a small. That's because it started out as something else.
What?
Alice, get back to your work, will you? I'm glad actually you came, Granville, because this business of my personal file. Now, I think I should tell you that, well, as you obviously know, I am senior to you, therefore you are junior to me. And quite frankly, I don't particularly like every office boy in the building going around looking up the personal details of my life.
You calling me an office boy?
No, not you particularly.
I am house manager, Edwin.
Oh, we all know that, don't we, Granville?
I'm sorry I came in at all. Obviously, being 47 doesn't agree with you.
45.
Yes, I'll call in next year when you become reconciled to old age, Edwin.
Well, that's marvellous, isn't it? You're going to go around telling everyone I'm 47 now?
Yes, Mr. Lazenby.
Or 57.
Mr. Lazenby wants to see you.
Well, at least he won't know it's my birthday, will he? Half the time he doesn't even remember my name.
It has come to my attention,
Edwin,
that our whole workforce is under the impression that we are holding the Olympic Games this year.
Sorry?
On their rounds last night, security found 2 shove-halfpenny boards, 3 dart boards, 56 packs of cards, and a rather unsavoury silver cup. Dented.
Really?
Further investigations revealed that a darts competition is taking place among the workers. Workers?
Well, jolly good.
Wrong, Edwin. Try again.
Jolly bad.
I don't mind what they do in their own time as long as it doesn't get in the papers. But when key competitors are absent from their bending and pressing benches for the purpose of playing off a leg or something, then I lose my usual composure. I become cross. Edwin.
Yes. Do you think there's some mistake, Frank?
Are you calling our security people liars?
Oh, no, Frank. Well, mind you, there was that thing
I
about the
agree,
box.
they are liars. But on this occasion, they have provided evidence. This is a timetable for the playing off of legs. If you look in the left-hand column, you will see that some of those matches take place during working hours.
Yes, I'm sure there's some reasonable explanation.
There is an explanation, Edwin. Our employees are more concerned about indulging their own loathsome pastimes than they are about meeting production targets. They would rather win a dented cup than bring a glow of delight to the cheeks of the board and shareholders of Hoffman Pressburger Limited. It is scarcely credible, I know, but we have to face facts.
Yes, yes. Do you think, in fact, Frank, that, that security have in fact faked this? You see, that there was that...
Yes,
case,
I
but
quite agree. You can't believe a word they say, but I don't think they'd have the intelligence to do that.
Ah, yes, I forgot. There is that, yes.
Well, I'm not having it. I want you to gather together all the dartboards, the shove-halfpenny boards, packs of cards, etc., put them into a large pile in the middle of the vehicle yard and burn them. Publicly.
Burn them, Frank? Good Lord, I shouldn't think there's been a public burning of a dartboard in this country since the Middle Ages.
You will supervise it and do make sure that the wind isn't blowing in this direction.
No, Frank, I think you're making a great mistake for 3 reasons. The first reason is the dartboards belong to the workers. And if we start burning the dartboards, well, we could be up in court for willful something or other. And the second reason is that if we burn their dartboards, it will poison relations between us and them for at least 5 years. And the third reason is, and the most important reason is this, Frank. Now, if Jack Dead-Eye Bellingham actually gets through this leg, he will meet the champion of the Rickmansworth Paper Cup Company. And quite frankly, Frank, I think he'll wipe the floor with him.
Do you mean you understand all this?
Oh, well, you see, in my capacity, you know, as liaison officer...
Edwin, in the whole of that address to the jury, I did not once hear you mention the word work. I'm sorry to start the day off on a sour note, Edwin, but the only reason we come into these rather unpleasant mid-Victorian engine sheds is in order to work. Life is not a game of darts, Edwin. Life is about keeping 600 miles of space between us and Munich. Have you got a box of matches?
You're not on me, Frank, no.
Well, draw a box from stores. Mention my name.
Look, Frank, if I just had a word with them, I'm sure that I...
Oh, hello, Edwin. Anything wrong?
Frank, it's a smokeless zone.
It is also meant to be a heaving and sweating zone.
Yes, Frank. Heaving and sweating, yes. Right, well, I'll see something about that.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Frank, very much.
Well, how does it feel now you've finally turned the corner?
What corner is that, Frank?
25 to 50 is out. 50 to 65 is home.
Oh, well, I'm all right then, Frank. See, I'm only 45.
No, you're not. You're 51.
No, Frank, I'm 45. 4-5.
My secretary tells me that you're 51. 5-1.
Well, Frank, which one of us are you going to believe? I happened to be there at my birth. And quite frankly, I don't remember your secretary being present at the time.
Are you one of those people who's touchy about growing old?
No, I'm not touchy about growing old, Frank, because I'm not growing old. Well, I mean, I'm growing old. We're all growing old. But I'm not touchy about it because I'm only 45, and at 45, you don't get touchy about it.
51.
No, I'm 45, Frank.
You are one of these people who's touchy about growing old.
Alice, get me 2 aspirins and Mr. Blundell in that order.
It's building a nest.
Alice, please. Please, Alice. What? It's a spider. Oh, my God, it's a spider. Get it out! Go on, Alice, get it out!
Don't shout at
Oh,
it.
Alice, look, I'm not having a spider building a nest in my present from Robert. I've only had it for 2 hours. Now, will you please get it out?
They're supposed to be lucky.
They're not lucky for me. I hate the damn thing. So will you get it out? Get it out, get it out, get it out. Come in. Go on, Alice, please.
Slight unpleasantness, Mr. Thornfield.
You're telling me. Go on, Alice, will you please get rid of it, please? And don't forget aspirins.
We've been turned over.
Oh, that's nothing. Did you see that horrible thing
A
there?
person or persons unknown has run them up through our recreation room.
Oh, dear.
Items have been disturbed and a document made off it.
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? You know something about this, don't you, Mr. Thornfield?
Look, please, Mr. Ballard, just be quiet, just for a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, aspirins. Thank you very much indeed, Alice. Thank you. Right. Oh, that's better, that is better. Now, Mr. Blundell, I would in fact like to start at the other end.
Has it got another end?
No. Now, let's see. Dead-Eye Bellingham. He's a grade 2 packer, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yes. A normal 8-hour shift, right?
What's up with Dead-Eye? What's been going on?
Ah, well, that's what I'm trying to find out. Now, Monday, 11:15, 11:45. Where was he?
Packing.
Try again.
Oh, between 11:50 and 11:45. Oh, I came over poorly.
He came over poorly.
Unwell.
Yes.
But he was back at work by 12 o'clock in time for dinner break.
Yes, I see. Right, now, a Tuesday, where are we? 2 to 2:30.
Slight relapse.
Same complaint, was it?
More or less identical.
Requiring vigorous exercise of the right arm?
The left.
Oh, I'm sorry, the left arm. Yes, I see. Thank you. Mr. Lazenby knows.
Who told him?
Security.
The scabs. Just because he got knocked out in the first round.
They did they?
Well, they're rubbish.
Oh. Anyway, I'm sorry to have to tell you, my painful duty to inform you that Deadeye Bellingham has also been knocked out by Mr. Lazenby.
You what?
Mr. Lazenby is of the prehistoric school of employers who believe that if a man is paid to work 8 hours, he should, in fact, work 8 hours. I mean, he is really, I suppose, you might say, a sort of living fossil. Oh, by the way, Deadeye, did he win?
Yeah, of course he win. And now he's in against Norman, the sniper Williams.
Another sniper. Ah, the champion of the Rickmansworth Paper Cup Company, I knew it.
Tomorrow night.
Oh, I wish I could see it. Oh. Yeah, anyway. What's he doing now?
Packing.
No, Mr. Blunt, what's he really doing now?
He's having a lie down.
Well, it is very tiring, darts, isn't it?
Oh, it's a nerves, Mr. Thornfield.
Yeah.
Going in against someone like the sniper for the area crown turns your arm to jelly.
Yes. Has he ever thought of trying work? I mean, would that, how would it appeal to him?
Oh, finish him, Mr. Thornfield.
Yes.
He's tuned up like a violin string. One glimpse of a packing case, he could go to bits.
Yes, well, I mean, I feel the same way about work myself, you see, but nonetheless, I do screw up my courage, and I actually do come in here. I have this arrangement, with the management. If they pay me to work, I work. And if I work, they pay me. It's a strange arrangement, isn't it? Doesn't necessarily appeal to either of us very much, but we can't think of any other.
Yeah, but, Mr. Thornfield, we're talking about a virtuoso. The artist of the artful arrows.
Mr. Blundell, I thought we were talking about an employee.
In Soviet Russia, he wouldn't have to come to work at all. He'd be living in a dart players collective. A grand hero of Russian sport.
I'm taking down all the dartboards.
There'd be none of this nonsense about hiding behind a few sync units to get a couple of minutes' peace. In Soviet Russia, he'd what did you say?
And burning them. Space next to the vehicle park.
But burning what?
The dartboards, all the sharp halfpenny boards, the lot.
Mr. Thornfield, that joke is in very bad taste.
Yes, it is. I'm doing it after lunch.
You don't mean it.
Yes, I do mean it.
Dead-Eye's dartboard? You can't do that, Mr. Thornfield. Yes. Not Dead-Eye's dartboard. It's the only one he can practice on.
Look, I'm sorry. My orders come from a higher authority. It's the dartboards or my job.
27 years in a kitchen furniture business. And for what? What am I going to tell them? The team? Dead-Eye's muckers. I dare go down there, Mr. Thornfield. I'll be lynched.
Look, if you'd like to take the rest of the day off, Mr. Blundell, I will quite understand.
No, I couldn't do that. But I'll tell you one thing. From now on, you can forget favours from the workforce. From here on in, it's war. We'll have that back and all.
That was your present.
I know it was. Doesn't really matter. I didn't like the tune anyway.
That's not the point.
No, it's not the point, Alice.
Thought I'd save you the trouble. I've got some firelighters if you'd like them.
Get out, Granville.
Oh, Edwin. I've just been on the phone to... You smell.
Yes, I do.
I've just been on the phone to head office.
Really?
And I've changed my mind.
Oh, jolly good. I think I'll go and wash my hands, Frank.
Edwin, your general manager is talking to you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought he'd finished.
No. I have changed my opinion about sport.
Oh, yes.
I still loathe it, of course, but I am told that it does have its uses.
Super.
We've just had a new directive from deepest Bavaria. Games are good. Munich says so. Cretins.
Games are good.
You haven't burned all... You have.
Yes, yeah. You told me to burn them, Frank.
There was no need to rush out as if your life depended on it.
Oh, I didn't, Frank. I've been waiting all the morning.
Burning things is an evening job.
No, not necessarily, Frank. And there are great instances in history of famous burnings taking place just after breakfast.
Well, to judge from the tone of Munich's voice, you've made a mistake.
I've made a mistake?
I'll be bound your name is mud on the shop floor.
Excuse me, Frank, did you say that I had made a mistake?
All right. All right, Edwin. Have no fear. I shall speak to them. I shall tell them the games are good. I might even add that sport engenders loyalty through identification with the company. Leave the entire thing to me, Edwin. I'm used to talking to people and workers. Many happy returns of the day.
Oh, thank you.
Goodbye.
Right, your supper's in the warmer.
Oh, you're going out tonight?
Les deux colons.
Oh, does Dad know?
No, of course he doesn't. It's a surprise.
Isn't that the place that was fined for putting cat's meat into the bolognese sauce?
Of course not. What are you talking about? Your father and I have been going there for 16 years.
Ah, but that in itself would not stop them from putting cat's meat in the bolognese sauce.
What are you talking about?
Why don't you find them?
Look, I know what you're trying to say. Remember, it is your father's birthday. Change the subject.
I just thought you'd like to know now, before you
Robert,
went, rather than afterwards.
Darling, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
All right.
Well, you didn't have to bring the box back.
I brought it all back.
The lamp? Why?
Oh, it's too long a story and too complicated, Robert. The fact is that I've got a feeling that my office is going to be broken into tonight and everything totally destroyed.
Oh, darling, you do have bad luck with your cleaning ladies.
It's not the cleaning ladies, not this time. It's the workforce. During the course of today, which, as you may recall, is my 45th birthday, my standing with the workers has fallen to low, to right out of sight. Normally, they do regard me as a sort of, well, you know, amused contempt, but now they positively loathe and detest me.
What's happened, Edwin?
Well, naked treachery, I think, might cover it.
I'll get you a drink. I've got a surprise for you.
Oh.
We're going out. I bought
Where?
Les deux colons.
Oh, darling.
Our old table.
All the way back into town again, thank you.
I rang Pierre. He's doing something very special.
Well, that's a change.
It's all right. It's not the place that was done for putting cat's meat into the bolognese sauce.
Robert, your supper in the warmer.
Magnifique.
Honestly, I really feel knackered, Monica.
Look, Pierre is expecting us.
Pierre's expecting us. Oh, that's good. So, I mean, you know, we're going down there just for Pierre. I mean, I'm having a celebration on my birthday just to make sure that Pierre doesn't feel left out.
Darling, now you go and have a nice hot bath. It'll take all your troubles away.
I haven't got any troubles, not anymore, Monica. I am a hated man. This morning, the workers bought me a birthday present. This afternoon, they took it back again. Well, I mean, they all went mad, didn't they? They, you know, they just... They threw their hats in the air. They threw Blundell in the air. That's no mean feat, I'll tell you. And then they all pressed forward and touched the hem of Lazenby's garment. And who is left in the mire? Huh? Me. Honestly, darling, I think it's been the most shameful day in the history of the British kitchen furniture industry.
I think they're all beasts.
Oh.
And couldn't they have waited until tomorrow?
Well, of course they could have waited. I said that. Oh, Lord.
What?
Oh, well, I'm blurred.
What is it?
It's George Gutteridge.
Who?
George Gutteridge.
Not that awful man who came last Christmas.
Oh, he's seen me. He's seen me.
Edwin.
Don't worry, I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of it.
Eddie Thornfield!
George, well, fancy seeing you.
Ha-ha!
Oh.
Brought the little wife this time.
What?
It's Dorothy, isn't it?
Not this time.
Mind if I join you?
Ah, well, I'm sorry, but...
Waiter, can we have a bottle of the house terps?
you see, George, we've got quite a long drive.
Oh, what brings you to the old Colombe?
Well, we've been coming here for 16 years now.
Why? The food's dreadful.
It used to be rather nice. Very exclusive.
Well, nowadays it's just full of middle management and scarlet women.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
How do you know?
I've just said I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't say. I'm just opening and shutting my mouth, Monica, that's all.
Oh, we had a few giggles last Christmas, didn't we?
Few is right.
I might pop in again next Christmas.
We're going away this Christmas.
Away? Where?
Kathmandu.
Why are you going to Kathmandu?
I haven't got the slightest business. The business.
I thought you were in kitchen sinks.
Yes. Yeah, look, Monica, darling, I'm getting very worried about the babysitter.
You haven't been at it again.
Edwin, the bill.
Yes.
Did I say something?
You didn't have to, Mr. Guttridge. Just being here is enough. Not only have you spoilt a quiet, intimate dinner, but you've made it virtually impossible for us ever to come here again. Good night. Edwin, I shall be in the car.
I'm sorry, Monica, but you behaved appallingly. I mean, George Guttridge, of all people. I mean, you know, where other people have got brains, George Guttridge has got grass cuttings. I mean, if you're talking about someone like Frank Lazenby, well, that's different. I mean, Frank Lazenby is a straightforward, slimy little reptile. I am entitled to loathe Frank Lazenby, but not Guttridge. I mean, poor, innocent little Guttridge. I mean, you know, yes, in an ideal world, he would, in fact, be under lock and key, but he's not, is he? And you were rude to him, darling. I'm sorry. But you were. You were... You were rude to him. All right, who was it?
I'm going to bed, Edwin.
Somebody I know, was it?
What?
Or was it just a total stranger?
Edwin, when you've had a bit too much to drink, you become positively Chinese.
No, darling, I've had very little to drink, actually. A gentleman caller, I believe, is the expression. You know, who leaves items of clothing lying about the place which have, in fact, to be hidden. Not a very pretty picture, darling.
I think you better sit down.
No, I'd be frightened of sitting down, darling, in case I sat on a cushion, which was hiding certain items of clothing. Perhaps a regimental tie, the odd pair of socks, you know.
I'll get you an aspirin,
No, I think what you ought to do is to give me an explanation.
Of what?
Of this. Yes, indeed, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. A nasty bit of imitation leatherette, if ever I saw it. Now, what I want to know, darling, is whose nasty little garment is this? No, it doesn't belong to me, and it doesn't belong to Robert, so whose is it? No, darling. I mean, I think you will admit that really is the nastiest coat I've ever seen in my life. Now, this is obviously a cad's coat, isn't it? Sort of coat that a burglar might wear, don't you think? You know, a burglar goes around stealing lead from the top of church roofs. Haven't bought any lead lately, darling, have you?
Edwin, before you go into
Now, whose nasty little coat is this, darling? I found this nasty little coat under my cushion on my sofa. Now, this is a cad's coat. I want to know, A, what the coat was doing here, and why is the cad in this house?
He lives here. Edwin, the coat is yours. It is my birthday present to you.
It's a marvellous coat, darling. I've always wanted one just like it. Oh, aren't birthdays absolutely super, darling? Super.